It is late, late. It is dark in Marcel's apartment, and there is only one light on, and the only thing that anyone can hear past the whispered, sleepy mumblings of Gil Trouble, and perchance maybe some quiet snuffling from Marcel, is the steady plick, 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 plick. But it's not from the rain pounding against the window. It is the plick of something else against tile. And Sandy, the yellowy light above your head flickers and flickers and flickers and buzzes and buzzes and buzzes. And the yellow light turns greener and greener and greener and greener until you are bathed in a neon green light. And there is a shadow at the door behind you. And it falls, and it falls, and it falls. Do you turn around?
Sandy turns around.
And before you, you see a familiar figure. Nice. Standing before you, standing before you, Sandy, is the spectral figure with real kind skull and occasional bone and gold. It's the figure of Aestes. And as you shush them, they very dramatically do the shushing movement back. And then go, "Hi, fledgling."
Stacey, what are you doing here? Wait, don't. Shh. Sandy has a knife in her hand and she kind of hides it behind her back. Shh! Don't tell anybody.
What you doing, fledgling?
Okay, so don't tell Marcel, but there's this pillow, and I really wanted cake, and it's late at night. I'm not supposed to get cake, but I got this knife, and she shows off the knife. And it's kind of dripping with some like reddish icing on it. Some crumbs too in it. It makes cake. Do you want some?
Cake. Yes. I will take some cake.
And Sandy goes and grabs the pillow, the pillow, which has like a cut slice into it, and it is like a red velvet cake. And she cuts another slice into it, and then offers it up to Stacy's.
The dead bird god very carefully takes this cake, and they unhinge their jaw a little, and they stick it in, and you don't see where it goes, but it's gone now. It gives another meaning to eating your pillow.
I mean, I can't eat my pillow without the cake, but well, I can. I can eat another pillow.
You probably shouldn't destroy your nest, fledgling.
You're right. Wait, I don't have a nest. Wait, no. It's a home. Home nest.
What is my Bond's fledgling doing up so late?
Well, I mean, I kind of been having like these nightmare dreamy things. It's okay. Well, it's not really okay. But like, it gets better, and I really want a cake. Well, like I woke up and then I really want a cake. So I was like, hey, I can have a big cake. I would have to bake it, the cake, even though Michelle's cake is much more better. Yeah, and so like I went out with sneaky because everybody else is asleep. But we have like a bigger house apartment. We call it apartment. Apartment. And well, nest. You call it nest. So nest. yes. And so, like, it was like sneaky, 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 sneak. And I didn't want to wake up Gilly, even though Gilly was like talking and talking and talking a lot. And there's nobody else. Like, I know, like, Bob stays up really, really late sometimes. So it's like, it's really, really late. But, like, I made sure, like, Bob is just, like, up, late, 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 late. So, yeah. And now I'm here with cake, a pillow cake. And you, what are you doing here?
Something wicked sometimes calls. And I just wanted to check on one of my fledglings, you know?
Oh, you didn't have to. And Sandy goes and hugs. She tries to hug this. At the very least.
It's probably a bit like hugging Bond, to be honest, if it was a lot more air and cold.
She doesn't mind at all.
It's sort of like, very much like hugging a breeze, a very stiff breeze, or, and you, as you hug ASTs, you catch the smell of all sorts of herbs, sort of like how Bond will occasionally smell after a long day at work. And so, yeah, they hug you back, and it is much like how Bond hugs if Bond was a little less careful with their talons, but it's still not enough to actually, like, do any harm.
Mm-hmm.
And they are quietly rattling with laughter, quite literally like the sound of bones rattling.
Oh my gosh.
And they hug you for a minute, and then they let go, and they're like, it's rather dark for a fledgling. You don't quite have the same sort of vision mine do.
No, I don't. I tripped a lot.
Are you going back to your bed now, little fledgling, or do you want to try and stay up and cause some? And they waggle their talony bone claws at you. You want to cause some shenanigans?
Can we cause shenanigans? Can we?
We can. I'm sure we can find something to do.
I mean, I don't even have to wake up early at all. Like everybody else does, but I don't really have to. Well, Gilly doesn't also have to wake up early. But yeah, it'll be
fun. Go put on your shoes. Can't let you walk around without your...
I mean, I can walk around without shoes.
They sort of reach forward and, like, tap one of your feet with their taloned feet, and they're like, you don't quite have the same sort of protection that my fledglings do. Might as well.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put on my shoes. Hold on just one moment. And she scatters off. She scatters off. Just you hear some, like, ruckus and some shumbling and shifting of things, and then silence, and then more shifting of things, and then she comes back with shoes.
Honestly, ASDs probably followed, sort of like as they follow, though, it's very much they're standing and watching you go one moment, and then it's like almost like a breeze has gone through the room, and their form and all of the bones turn to dust, and it follows you and reforms into ASDs by the door, eagerly, bonily grinning at you.
You kind of see, like, her in, like, her room with all her embroidery stuff and the clothes that she's been working on making, and then her, like, throwing things and like rags and, like, some, like, stuffed animal for some reason, like, throw it in a pillow, and then he just finds the shoes and puts it on and stems up really all happy like, and she's, like, grinning so much.
Oh, excellent. What kind of trouble shall we cause, fledgling?
I mean, we can do trouble outside, but what kind of trouble can we do outside? There's a lot of ways to make trouble. Like with Gale, I sometimes steal things. Or we can like move
Yes.
things. Ooh.
I think we could always give someone a good scare.
We can do that. Yeah.
And ASD's actually sort of phases through the door, and you see them tap on the glass tap on the door on the other side.
We can go. Can we go?
Come on!
Okay. And Sandy goes and opens the door, and then but this is becoming a thing now, so I'm just might as well roll.
Do it.
Nope. She doesn't close it.
I will say ASD's probably like let Sandy go, and then you just like they follow behind her doing the same sort of turn to dust thing they had, but you see the door shut by itself, and then there's a split second view of the inside of the door as it locks itself. And ASD's follows after and reforms next to Sandy, and they're not walking, they're sort of hovering above the ground, and their wings are spread out slightly, sort of like they are hovering in the air.
Sandy's is very happily skipping down through the hall, going downstairs, like, how do we scare people? Okay, I can be scary. People say something scary. I can be scary. I made a little girl cry. I didn't mean to make her cry.
Aw, that's okay. Not all fledglings are as brave. That's good.
I have a friend!
Good job, fledgling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sandy's like, seems very, very happy with herself that she has a friend.
Yeah. And ASD's is like, they're sort of like skipping along like bird hops. And they're like, well, if you want to do a good scare, I suppose I can help you be very scary.
Can you?
Oh, sure. Plenty of mortals are scared of death, even if it's not quite their death. I could make you look really big and scary. And AFC's floats behind Sandy, and you feel cold talons on your shoulders. And there's a moment where you actually feel sort of like you're being picked up slightly. And you see big, almost endless wings sort of curl around you and stretch out. And there are green and orange lights above your head as you feel a cold skull gently rest on yours.
Do I look cool?
I'm sure you look terrifying.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Gotta be like a dark place. My alleyways are really like dark, and like sometimes people are there because I don't know why people are there, but like we can be there and like ooh.
That's an excellent idea.
It's gonna be so much fun. Wait, does Bond know you're here?
And ASC sort of contemplates a moment. Let me pull up Bon's sheet. I want to roll something for Bon.
Oh my god.
Bon isn't here, everyone. But let's do a fun little check.
Let's check.
I'm gonna have them roll religion. Oh wait, no, I forgot the
Oh,
D. Oh no, that would
oh
have been
no.
so funny. It's a 12. My bond doesn't quite know I'm here. They know something's up though. They're clever like that.
Okay, so what if we give like a secret, and like if they find out, and you're like surprise.
What a surprise to give our bond.
That'd be really fun.
I'm sure they'll find it very amusing. I figure you guys probably chatter back and forth just about whatever it is Sandy decides to chatter about. ASDs is probably going to eagerly chatter back with occasional cryptic comments. And you guys like head out of the apartment complex and sort of down the street. And you look left and you look right and you look ahead. And ASC's like does a full 360s, but not like how you're normally even owls are supposed to, because owls don't actually. Yeah, it's like you just see the skull fully turn 360 nice and slow, not like how an owl is supposed to do a 360. And they look down at you. So, where does my fledgling want to go?
So we said that Abby, like, what's some like good parts that are like there are some people but not a lot of people. Stores. Wait, no, that's a lot of people. Park.
Away we go.
Away.
I guess they have to roll survival.
Oh my. What's Sandy's survival?
That's the survival. Well, we have a +9 on survival, so we might get somewhere. Especially considering that 5. Oh, we got a 26. Okay. So Sandy, you very confidently, I guess, start heading in the wrong direction of the park.
Absolutely.
And there's a moment where you're walking and you see a shadow above your head and it's perfectly quiet. And then you are very tenderly being picked up, like in ASD's arms, and you are being flown to the park.
Sandy has stars in her eyes. She's very excited as she's being picked up and like flying around. It's like, yes, this is good. Yes.
And you hear like the wind whistling through ASC's bones and the quiet clink of gold jewelry. And there's like the rushing of the wind that sounds like whispers in a language you've only occasionally heard Bond speak in. And then you are very, very, very quietly being set onto the grass in the park.
Grass.
Grass. Grass. Grass. Grass. We're not here for grass.
No, we're here. Just look. I mean, there's some sick. Well, actually, today I went with Gilly, and then we burnt sticks, and we also burnt cake because I turned this cake into sticks.
I saw. That little imp should be careful. Just because he's my fledgling doesn't mean the water won't sweep him away if he isn't careful.
I said to learn to go out to him, but he said like no, and I was like okay, because I'm pretty sure I would have like all the way down.
Don't worry, it's not his time yet, but he should be careful.
Okay. So, people, there is some over there, some there. They're just walking around. Okay, so what if we have to go into a dark place? Okay, and then we have to How do we bid people to come to us right now, but not really come to us?
Hmm. We could always find the most shadiest bunch and lure them along.
How do we lure? I mean, I can look really, really sweet and innocent, and I can lead people to us, and then, like, boo!
ASD contemplates this a little, but despite having a very high wisdom, it's also, this is a death god. Nothing's going to happen to you unless it's like some really high powered people, and you guys are in a park. I really don't think anyone who's above, technically meta wise, above like a level 5 is here.
Yeah.
Even like the shady dudes who will shank people or like stick people up in alleys in the middle of the night for their money, like those are just like whatever. So ASD sort of like nods, and you hear like the rattling of bones, and they're like, "Don't you find me a nice dark alley to stand in, and I'll wait for you."
Okay. Nice dark alley. I'm gonna do a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fine with average alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a little bit down over there. It's like has the class. It's like all the stereotypical alley things, trash over there. And
Yeah, there's like a rat scurrying along that AFC,
Yes.
like her head swivels and follows, like as it runs by. And they step into the alley, and one of the few lights still lighting it up, like cracks and goes dark and begins to flicker, making it a lot more ominous than it was whenever Sandy first brought them into there.
Oh my gosh.
And they turn around and they give Sandy a grin, and they're like, "Well, go get your prey."
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Sandy hops right out of the alleyway and kind of looks around. She picks just a random tune walking about. This will work, right? Yeah. How are we gonna do this? Oh gosh.
Probably for flavor, I will say it's probably sort of like Sandy picks someone that probably doesn't like someone who looks like they would follow a child into a dark alley with not so great intentions. But like let's not scare the shit out of some random tune on an actually like they're taking a nice walk in the rain because it's still technically raining. It's fine. It was only for dramatic effect.
Hold on,
It's
just
probably it. It's probably honestly more of like a mist now, a nice spooky misty fog that's rolled in. To make this really spooky, nice and murdery. Please stand by as I make demented bird noises into the mic. Do you guys like ASD so far? They will absolutely invoke crime in your children. ASD.
Okay, I'm back.
Sandy,
Okay.
go lure.
Lore. Yeah, what would it be? Persuasion? I can roll persuasion, right? Random shady
Yeah,
stranger.
yeah. All you really got to do is like stand under a light post, look lost, and then start walking towards an alley.
Yep. Just, average little girl. She's looking lost. She's looking scared. Oh no, where is she? How
Oh
is she gonna go back home?
no.
Oh, she's worried. And she like looks over there at the alleyway like, maybe? And she slowly starts heading over there, making sure that there is somebody falling.
Mm-hmm. And Sandy, as you get closer to the alleyway, the same sort of effect happens as you hit the alleyway, and the poor Toon following you. Well, I say poor Toon. This is probably just your standard, just like NPC Toon. Probably has a knife on them or something fun, Don't worry though. This is a real just goon. As you enter the alleyway, Sandy, and this person following you is at the mouth of the alleyway, the lights begin to flicker, and instead of turning green, they turn an orange. And they turn orange and orange and orange, and you feel cold, talons on your shoulders as you turn around to look at the Toon who followed you. And you hear the whisper of feathers and this quiet rattling sound and lots and lots and lots of whispers in this language you don't know. And do me a favor. I suppose we can both roll intimidation together.
Sure. Yeah, Sandy is smiling wide, and that's sharp teeth.
Yep, and you have a shadow cast around you, and there are wings. So for the viewers at home, Sandy rolled an 8, and ASDs with a plus 14 to intimidation rolled a 33. So Sandy, you look sort of like one of those like cute little murderous children in like the horror movies. In your nightgown, and you probably have red frosting on you somewhere. And then standing behind you with their claws on your shoulder and their wings spread around you is an actual god of death just rattling, and you can't hear it, Sandy, because ASTs likes you. But ASTs is essentially laying out all of this Toon's crimes and essentially telling them when they're going to die and how they're going to die. You just have ASTs very tenderly holding you against them as they're grinning and grinning and grinning. I feel like with a 33, the Toon doesn't die on the spot. But it's probably very much the Toon goes shock white, and it's like the little ghost floats out of the mouth, and then they fucking book it.
Sandy is just like really, really white, and then she waves. She's like, that was fun! When you're all white! People can go all white. Wait, yeah.
Oh, you take me to the funnest places, fledgling.
I'm glad, because it's really, really fun. And it's like, this is fun, and all that. And it's, what? It's really, really fun.
Oh, I probably should take you home, though. It's awfully cold out for my precious fledglings. And ASDs sort of like gives you another hug. And it's cold, but it's not as cold as outside it seems to be getting because there's like a fog rolling in from the rain.
My hair is getting wet. and I'm getting wet. So, and she kind of like tries to shake off the water.
Yeah, Toon logic probably is like you just shake it all off and you're puffed up again.
It's still
Nice
raining
puffy
though,
Sandy.
still outside, so that means she gets wet again.
Oh, you know what we could do? That would be a fun trick.
What can we do?
I could leave you with Vaughn.
You can! And it'd be like, oh, it's like surprise, and I'm here,
They're staying up a little too late. They're in trouble.
I can't. They should sleep. Maybe I can hug them, and then we can go to bed, and I'll keep on hugging, and then they'll be forced to sleep.
That's an excellent plan, fledgling. We don't need my Vaughn coming home a little too early. And ASD's offers you one of their cold taloned hands for you to take.
Sandy happily takes it. No question.
It's all bones, baby. It's all bones.
She does not care.
So so ASD's they actually put, like Bond does, their wing around you, and it sort of curves over your head as well. Like, these wings are big. Like, if you thought Bond's wings were big, these wings are big. Like ASD's is 8 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
In right now. So their wings are big, and they curve over your head ever so gently to keep like some of the remaining rain from soaking you. And we're gonna roll survival again, I think, just for fun. Just for fun.
Just for
fun.
Yay!
ASC's knows the way home.
Yay!
And so ASD's and you walk to Bond's apartment.
Oh god. Sandy, like, even though she's like isn't in the rain, she sometimes like sticks out her hand to feel like the rain. At times it's like really he's just smiling. Rain is really good. Rain is really fun.
Clean off these old bones. Give them a drink.
Yeah, and it's like it's super nice, and like it feels nice, and yeah, it's rain. I really like the rain.
That's good.
Do you like rain?
ASD's does sort of like a shimmy motion, and all of their bones rattle, and they aren't wet at all. But their bones are definitely a darker color than they had been. And they the rain is very fun. We don't get it often in the plane of air.
You don't? That's boring.
We get plenty of windstorms. Those are fun.
Are they like how fun? Like can wind like be super like strong and stuff?
It can throw some of the strongest flyers off course.
Ooh, that's fun. You can just it can be like water, and you can just like float. You can float away like Gilly. So you need rope. I have candy rope. I don't know how I got that.
Oh, you're not wrong, fledgling. Why don't you save your rope, though, for another time?
Yeah. I kind of want to eat it, though. But I'm not.
ASD's is just giggling. And you guys walk to Vaughn's apartment building. And you walk up the stairs. And you walk up the stairs. And you're standing outside of Bond's door now.
Okay. I have a key. But also, we can kick. What if I open it and then kick the door?
I think you might scare my Bond to death. But, fledgling, this is, I think I should leave. Well, we were going to keep this a secret, weren't we?
I guess. Can I give you one last hug?
Of course!
Sandy goes and hugs.
Estes hugs you, and it's nice and cold, and there's the rustle of feathers and gold jewelry and bones as they give you a nice firm hug, and then they let go and they ruffle your hair and lean down and bump their coin encrusted forehead into yours.
Bunk.
Oh, you be good for my Bond now, okay?
Yeah, and you, do the things. I don't, yeah, do the things. Time and stuff and death and the things. That's really, really fun.
Yes, I'll do my job. You be good for Bond because they're going to go through it. Oh, they really did pick some interesting little fledglings. I should go visit their other nestlings soon.
That would be really, really fun. Are you gonna spook them?
I could spook them.
Yes. Sandy is just excited about that.
Oh god, ASD scares the shit out of all of Bond's kids, except for Sandy. And ASD reaches out and touches Bond's door, and you hear the doorknob actually is normally silver, but you watch as ASD touches it, and it begins to turn to gold. And you hear the slow click, 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 click of all of Bond's locks unlocking. And you begin to hear the sound of Bond waking up, because that's their door unlocking without them doing it. And ASD's grins at you a final time, and then they turn the knob and they turn to dust.
Sandy waves and then faces the door.
And the door slowly swings open, and you see one, like, pale feathered wing, like, half stretched across the floor. You probably see, like, Bondlock's cot and the rug that Bond has to go down to their basement. And you just hear Bond very quietly go, "What on earth is happening? And why is my..."
And he goes and hugs Bond.
And it's probably just Bond is half asleep, half out of bed, and just there's that moment where it's the sudden boom, Sandy crashes into Bond, and then the scene goes black. A real to be continued vine. Yes.
Oh my god.
And I figure that's probably where we'll end this impromptu FPS.
Yes.
ASD takes a kid to do crime. This is excellent.
I mean, it's not really crime. It's just a spook, you know?
Just a spook. It's quite literally, you ever scare someone to death? Bottom.
Oh, this was delightful.
It was. It was. We are. This was truly some big brain energy. Our ship
Yes.
posting. Thank everyone for coming for our nice little short impromptu FPS. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.